Columbina is a mistake. Is what Cat Blue Hat's saying. Yeah, I would never say that. I respect Columbina's feelings. Anyway, yeah. So two of you guys told me in the comments of the the comments of the last Cat Blue Hat video that I should watch this one. So yeah, we've got to see what this is about. We already know how Columbina was brought back during the fight with Dottore. Are you saying she was never meant to? Bro, that looks awesome. Holy crap. We've even seen her disappear into the Moon Gate and travel back in time to meet the Moon Sisters. However, we still didn't know how Columbina first appeared into that 500 years ago. Oh no, I hate these charts, bro. Oh, I hate him. I hate him, bro. Yeah. Columbina is only born. Columbina is born. Yeah. Yeah. I hate those charts, bro. Her profile only mentions of where she was before her birth. The fine-grained woman, gentle, carrying a familiar strength, like a part of her own body, or the amniotic waters that once cradled her before she was born. Oh, interesting. Which does not match with the place where she was born at. The verdant crest, a divine tree that appeared at the birth of the Moon Maiden 5 centuries ago. Maybe it was a tree in the water. Interesting. So one of them saying like she was born in like water, and another one saying it was born at a tree, at a divine tree. Moment, sir? Oh, okay. So that was said in game. Okay. There have been many theories for this. A prophecy, primordial sea, will of the Moon Sisters, first angel, Koita. But none of them ever explain why she was born at 500 years ago. That is true. We don't actually know how Columbina was born in the first place. Like, why she was born, right? Obviously, the Moon Sisters, I mean, they were made by Nibelheim, but why, how was Columbina born? That is actually a good question. If it was the will of the Moon Sisters, why wait until 500 years ago to create her? Why not create her immediately after their deaths? I mean, true, yeah. Another interesting thing is that when Columbina died on the Frost Moon in the past, we know her body turned into Kavaki, which then fell onto Nod Cry and protected the planet, and protected the land. This is what created the Kahenkis we see throughout Nod Cry. Yeah, it's what created the friggin' the magnetism stuff as well, right? That is crazy. Like, so that means we've been using Columbina the whole time. Like, ever since we touched, like, you touch the grass, you're touching Columbina, bro. Kind of crazy. However, why was this only limited to Nod Cry? Probably because that's where the moon the Frost Moon is mostly connected to, right? Maybe, because, I mean, to get to the Frost Moon, it's connected to Nod Cry. The moon can clearly shine on all of Teyvat, yet her Kavaki only fell on Nod Cry. Maybe she, I was gonna say chose where to go, chose where it fell, I don't know. But that was her body. I don't know. I believe I found the answer to all of this. Oh. In the recent Moon Gazing Quest series, when we visit the Frost Moon, that is beautiful, we learn the story of Project Moon Gazers. It is a story about a group of dragons who ventured to the Frost Moon and dreamed of connecting with other worlds beyond Teyvat. The Abyss! No, this happened at the time when Nibelung left Teyvat to explore deep space. During this time, the world was ruled by the 7 sovereigns. Why don't you show a pet there, man? Why Nibelung? Why not a pet? And the heavenly principles had yet to arrive in Teyvat. As such, it was a peaceful era for the dragons. No, they were just chilling, making whatever the fuck this is. Yeah, they're all chilling, man. They're freaking just making freaking Hydron colliders and freaking spaceships and making freaking a freaking life sanctuary on the moon. Like, Jesus Christ. As the dragons explored the lunar surface, they began constructing facilities. It's crazy that they made that. Eye of Ibnibelem, Ungian Circle, Blackbody Containment Lab, among which there's an important facility named Noah Stone Circle. At first you will find some stones here that show some records, but nothing other than that. Oh yeah, this is like the same thing as like what is at the Frostmoon Scion's place, right? It is only after you complete its exploration that you'll be able to visit this mysterious place underground. Oh, what? Holy mother of fucking... Oh, that's a lot of them. Bro, what are these then? What the fuck? And why is there one in Nodcry? Are you saying it's because one of these are in Nodcry? Walking around here will lead you to a snake mini game and nothing else. Oh, that's worth it. However, what you see around is what's important. I mean, true. That is what are these? Oh, this is a supermassive data storage array underneath the lunar surface. Fucking Jesus Christ, that is insane. Wait a second. Yeah, so one of these are literally at the Frostmoon Scions. Is there still stored data in that? Yeah, if so, we need to go. We won't be able to access it though, right? Well, maybe. Maybe Columbina can? I don't know. However, it was all damaged, which you can repair for the Book of Apkalu achievement. Repair all the data storage arrays on the Frostmoon. Oh. However, creating such huge facilities on the moon creates the problem of powering it. To solve this, the dragons at the time used the Archeolute energy they found on the moon. Was that not enough? Oh no, that probably was. Every lab and machine they created was powered with this energy. Even the ship we used to visit the moon uses this energy. Coincidentally, this energy has the same effects as the Kavaki found in Nodcry. Yeah, it was like a more ancient moon power, which is interesting. I guess more ancient because Kavaki is just Columbina power, so and then yeah, that is interesting. So this is what. Yeah, obviously, like, yeah, Kavaki comes from this energy, but it's like, I don't know, it's really interesting.
The moon is more beautiful than I could have imagined. Blue Kuvaki flowing like an endless ocean. Magnificent jellyfish drifting across the sea.
When describing the surface of the Frostmoon, Columbina herself calls this energy Blue Kavaki. I guess because she probably didn't know what it was. So that it's the same thing, but blue. And that's definitely the place that we friggin' that the lab is, right?
Magnificent jellyfish
or used to be
across the sea.
Now that you know all of this, take a look at these two structures. Yeah, I mean, if you it doesn't have the data in it. Yeah, by the way, if you do this mini quest that unlocks the thing, Paimon does say that that we see this, but this is similar. So yeah, that's how I know, because I did that quest. It is no coincidence that they look exactly the same. So did one of them fall from the moon? Like, how did it end up here? And there's two of them. In fact, both of these were created by dragons in the past. Isla, the first moon chanter, also mentions it in her notes as well. The great pillars raised here by the dragonborn.
What if you could...
During the era when this pillar was built, Nodcry was known as another name. Nephilim. Oh, Nephilim. Interesting. When the dragons built their data storage array on the moon, They also built a redundant terminal to access that data from Teyvat. Oh! And that's what the Frostbreed saw. Oh, what the hell? Deployment of this redundant node will effectively enhance the overall structural robustness and fault tolerance threshold of the storage array. Yeah, to the prime... in the event of unforeseen extreme circumstances resulting in irreversible damage, including, but not limited to, physical destruction and cognitive contamination. Oh, what the fuck? Okay. To the primary lunar storage array. Oh, contamination. Oh, interesting. Kind of like, like forbidden knowledge, the abyss. Subsequent researchers will retain access to the backup storage array in Nephilim, or No Cry, ensuring the lossless retrieval and recovery of core research results. Holy fuck. But can one of them really sustain? Like, be enough? But all I was going to say, it's not powered on though, that's the thing. But I was like, bro, imagine we could access all the data from it. As you may have guessed, they built that terminal in Nephilim. It was built by Ibn Bellum, the same person who built the Eye of Ibn Bellum on the moon. They were very, egotistical, if you may. They kept calling the places by their own name. Yeah, let's call it by my name. Eugenia Circle. Oh no, Ungian Circle. That's funny. It's cool. He named it Englaving. Oh. We see this name pop up in the Polka Beneath the Boots Oracle Quest series. Oh. Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, have I done this? Yeah, I did. It creates a moon lane for us when we approach it. Oh, is this... Oh, yeah, so is this inside of it? And the humans think of it to be a blessing of the moon goddess. So you're saying this is the reason why Columbina was born, is because of this array? However, it was all actually a system that was designed by the dragons. This terminal's task was to monitor the orbital positioning of the facilities on the moon. As such, it had an extremely high data transfer rate. I want to know how fast that shit is. I want to know how fast that actually is, bro. Holy fuck, that'll be insane. Like, transferring data from the moon to Teyvat? Nah, Jesus Christ, I can't even imagine. This also meant that it was also leaking Kavaki into its surroundings. Oh, okay, that's what that is. The 5G! After leaking Arcane energy for thousands of years. I mean, this is the reason why Nodcry is so abundant with Kuvaki. Oh, this? Wait, are you saying that like, this is the reason why it was sprinkled on Nodcry, is because of this? So Columbina died on the moon, and then the Kavaki, and then her body got transferred to this, which then means it started leaking everywhere. Is that what Columbina's saying right now? This singular engraving built by the dragons is what brings Kavaki into Nodcry. Oh my god, so Columbina was transferred to here by data transfer, pretty much. And then spewed all over fucking Teyvat. Or Nodcry. That's kind of funny. However, the real reason it was constructed was to act as a backup. Well, no, but Kavaki and... I was going to say, well, wouldn't Kavaki just be that Arcane energy? But they are different in a way, right? I'm pretty sure. They are different. Because one of them... Is it... Because Kavaki is Columbina's body. But the Arcane energy is just the power of the moon, right? So... okay. For the lunar data array, However, the real reason it was constructed was to act as a backup for their lunar data array in case of emergency. Additionally, the Dragons also constructed a bunker facility into this terminal. Jesus Christ. When Hyperborea was destroyed, its descendants, the Frostmoon Scions, found refuge inside this terminal's bunker at the time. The Archeolute energy it consistently emitted also made it a safe place against the Abyss. Wait, so Archeolute energy and Kavaki are 100% identical? Is that what Columbina is that actually true? I thought they were at least somewhat different, to some degree. That's why. Like that's why Columbina couldn't really help the Kahenki, right? The Black Kahenki. The existence of this energy on the moon is the reason why the moon was never contaminated with the Abyss. Oh, okay. What about the Wild Hunt? I'm joking. Well, I think Calpat's talking more about the Frostmoon Silence area more than anything. From the moon gazing quest, we also learned that most dragons on the Frostmoon turn themselves into Archeolute energy and merge into the lunar core. So, are you saying the remains of the dragons are just spewing over Nokrai? The researchers would then eventually be reborn as a lunar life form on the moon. After their deaths, the moon goddesses too must have merged with the core. And if you consider Columbina's death, she too turned herself into Kavaki, which can merge with the core. Damn. This Kavaki that contained her will entered the dragon's data array on the Frostmoon. Oh my gosh. When the cataclysm happened 500 years ago, I believe this terminal pulled the emergency data from the moon. Oh my god, it's true. This is how the terminal on Hisi Island received the will to create the new moon goddess. Oh my god, Columbina was just data fuck's sake. Cowardly Hat is literally saying that Columbina was data transferred from the moon to freaking Tavat. Oh no, I mean, what her will was. That is actually funny. This data must be what the Frostmoon Science thought of as their prophecy. And then all the Kavaki, and then obviously Columbina, obviously, yeah, the will would have been in that array at the Frostmoon Scions, or transferred to it, and then the Kavaki would have helped make it into, embodied into a person, right? Since it takes time for someone to be reborn via Archeolute energy, the Frostmoon Scions assumed it to be the time needed for the prophecy's fulfillment. Once the terminal's data progress reached 100%, Columbina was born. However, since she was created from an emergency terminal, she never grew to her full potential as most of her powers were still on the moon. It was just her will, nothing more. This caused her to constantly wish to return to the moon to complete herself. That is crazy. Which eventually led her to become the Columbina we know today. If you pay attention to the background in the trailer... Oh my god! Oh my god. Yeah, look at... Oh my god, true. It perfectly matches the engraving pillar we visited. Oh my god! And... and she's technically right underneath it then. Oh my... No way. Hence, I believe Columbina was accidentally created by the moon gazers 6,000 years ago after their deaths. So here's my update timeline which perfectly explains Columbina's birth. Alright, so So the incomplete Columbina is born, meets the Traveler, fights the Torre, goes into the Moon Gate, then she creates Lawonata. Then she meets the Moon Sister, she dies, she gets split. She gets split into 3 parts. Her soul and authority are stuck on the moon, and then only the necessary parts go to the Frost Moon Scion pillar. Her body, as her merges with the lunar core, and then the engraving spreads it all over Teyvat. But then with this one, the emergency download, the only necessary parts create an incomplete Columbina, and then they merge into the second one to make the reborn Columbina. What the fuck, man? That is insane, bro. That is crazy. Oh my god, bro. Yeah, so her soul... I mean, that's why she was disappearing. No worry. I mean, I guess the reason why she was disappearing was because there wasn't enough Kavaki being spewed into Nodcry to make it so she was able to be whole, right? Oh my god, this stuff confuses me so much. It genuinely confuses me. Like, I hated the table that freaking Capital Hat showed in 5.6, bro, or 5.7. I hated it, bro. I think I still need this explained to I still need this explained to me, bro. Yeah, I mean, I know Lawonata helped as like a connection between Columbina from the past to the present. Yeah, so the Cataclysm made it so there was an emergency download, which meant Columbina was born. Then she meets the Traveler, and then she goes into the Moon Gate after the Dottore thing. Then she creates Lawonata. But wouldn't we bet Lawonata like here then, technically? I mean, she creates Lawonata. No, she creates Lawonata from the past. I forget. Yeah, she create. Oh, I forgot about that. No, oh my god, no, don't worry, no, yeah. I forgot about that. She created Lawonata when she was going back in time. Yeah. That was cool to watch, though, her going back through time. And then she makes the sister, she dies 3 parts. I was going to say it's a loop, no it's not. Yeah, then she goes back to the past. She dies, she gets split into 3 parts. And then we pulled down the Frost Moon, which I guess also helped with her being bored because it meant that her body, soul, and authority were all in the same place, right? That's why she was like able to be born fully, was because her soul and authority was already on Teyvat. Her body was slowly being put onto Teyvat, but pulling the Frost Moon in meant they were all able to combine instantly and then make her born. I don't know. But that is cool and funny that Columbina was just transferred, was just data transferred by Ethernet, by Bluetooth. Oh my god, literally by Bluetooth. By Bluetooth to the from the moon to that. That is kind of funny, I must admit, but very interesting. Obviously, this is just I think 100% like this is like more. I think this is like way closer to like actual like the truth, but I'm pretty sure it's still a little bit theory based, right? But still, this is really cool. Columbina's confusing. Thank God I don't have to think about this anymore because we're going to Shiznaya, and we're going to have other things to think about and worry about. I still haven't done this actually. Oh, you can just move it to the second one. But yeah, I mean, hopefully everyone did enjoy. Make sure to like and subscribe. Yeah, Columbina, woo! This hurts my brain, bro. Holy.